We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Push him back. Push him back.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now King. Off play action. His throw incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork that led to the incompletion.
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on 2nd down. King, and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. King. It's caught by Herndon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw. King on the move to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Come on, set. 8, read.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. All that, baby, all that. Check, check, check. Now.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, orbit. Ready?
Locke now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go, go, go.
Locked again here on second and 10. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's get off the field. Check that, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Not today, you want. Not.
To throw is King. Operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo sets to kick off.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right, check, right, 21, check, right, 21. You gonna see me and you lose. You gonna see me and you love me. Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Let's go, D. Check 3, check, off.
King on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 23 yards the pickup there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 15. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. King now off the play fake. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ricky. Hey, echo.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Man, I got you. Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, Switch gears, switch gears. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Watch the slant. Six guard. Check 6 guard. Check 3. Check 13. He's coming.
On second down now, it's Sims. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be red on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, do. Ready.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Again, it's Locke. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Hey, turn it up. Yes.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Alpha. Protein spill. Under 10. 10. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. All day, punt. Go. Mike 37. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Go.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Switch. Fair.
On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, exit. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go, D. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Look. Squeeze. Check. Crunch. Hey. 2.
Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this a 7-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Here's King to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Yep. Mike 37. Here it comes. Here it comes. And we're going 37 to now.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Bo's to Mike. Mike's Bo.
On 1st down, King. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. King got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. To throw is King. A final shot before break. Got a man. It's Berrios complete.
Complete to Braxton Berrios. That's a gain of 5.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Let's go now.
Lock now. 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
Now. Quit talking about it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They look to throw. It's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ready. 18 games.
On 3rd down, Locke. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
King looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Come get some. He don't want it. Bang, 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 bang.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep now for Herndon. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
King now to throw on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's King operating from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Look at me, zipper. You gotta get that. Big Rivers.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Go, 10 Lobo. Hey, box drop. 2.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 52. Slant. 164. Wait. Watch out.
Back to throw. King. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Now King on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He's got this complete to Hamilton, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Second and 1. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Orbit. Go, 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 go. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Now.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47's the mic. 47's. Hey, Delta. 47. Hey. Check. 47. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo. 37's the mic. Mike 37. Yes. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw from his end zone. King under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
61. Go. 47.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Let's go. Go. Let's get this. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Get that quarterback. And all shit. 61. Matchbox lights. Check. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check 31.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
47 Mike. 47. Get in the white room.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New England. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Kill.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 26. Whip up. Watch the whip.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Put that team on the clock. Yep. Check three. Leo. Ready?
One more time with Lindsey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground, call it 6, but it still leaves them with a ways to go on 4th and goal. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run by Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,